Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture. In previous lecture, I discussed about the error handling in Python using a try except block. In this lecture, I will build a personal expense tracker system that will have a lot of functionality. Whatever I discuss in previous lecture, I will use those concepts to apply and to build a something out of it. So let's start this lecture. So here I will build a personal expense tracker system that will that have a adding expense. If you have a spend your money in a buying a books, buying a fast food and any other item, so you can add the expense having a category in which category you have uh, expended money, and what amount you expend and their description. So I will keep this field amount as well as their description, and along with we will record the time and date. Okay. So so if you have buy purchase a books, so you can add a date, category, books category, and their amount, how many money you have spent in buying a books, as well as what kind of books are there. Like if you buy a book, Python book, any other book you buy, so you can write it. You can add as many as expense you want. And one more functionality is a view expense. In view expense, where you will see the whatever expense you have added in your application, and you can also analyze the expense. Like you want a you want the you want to know the how much amount I have spent on a food category and book category and health category and many more. So you can see it. You can plot the diagram where here you will see the food items and their amount you have expend on that category. So you can analyze the expense as well. So this will functionality I will add when I build a project after few minutes. And I also extend this project by adding a, like if you build this with this functionality, you will have only one user. But if you want to scale this application by adding a number of user, so I also add this functionality having a number of user. You can first register in this application, and then you can log in, and you can see the expense of a particular user, and their data will be saved for a user, not for no, they will not be mixed up. So this will I will uh, write a separate code for registering as well as and login. So I will create a CSV file where I will store the data. Okay, here I will store the data. CSV file is a comma separated value that will text format that are particularly used when you store a data. Very simple file. You don't need to learn too much about it. I will explain it when I code. So here we will make a CSV file for a expense as well as user, where user will enter their name as well as their password to log in. So first I will create a user file, then I will make a function, a small function that can be reused, that will called as a modular code, that can be easy to understand, easy to manipulate, easy to add more functionality. So I will create a function for user will register first, then it will log in, authenticate the user. After login, you can add the expense as well as view the expense. and you can analyze the expense. So this functionality I will add in the personal expense tracker system. So let's code it. Move to the VS Code, where I will write each line of code. Okay, so I have a VS Code, and I will use, okay, yeah. So first I will make a new file, new Python file. Here I will write minor project. So in this project, whatever I discussed in previous lecture, I will use them, so that you will able to know how it can be used. And here I created a file. So I will first I will make a CSV file, where we will store our data for user as well as expense. So I will write import CSV and import OS. CSV is a inbuilt Python module that can be installed when you download the Python. Same for OS. OS is which is used to viewing the file, system files, and making a files. You can check the file exists or not in your system. So we use the OS library. So first create the file name. So I will write user file, and here I will write user dot csv. Okay, we store data in a CSV file. CSV file is a comma separate value, and I will make a expense file. Okay, I will use a capital letter expense file. Here I will write expense dot csv. First I have to check file exists or not in our system. So I will write a code. If not exist, so I will create the file first, then I will add the item in a file. So first I will check file exists or not. If OS, first I will use the OS dot path dot exist. Okay, this method will help you to know this file exists or not. I will show you. I will write user file. Okay, so I will write here print. First I am checking the file exists or not. So you will see the there is no such file. I will show you. Okay, so there is no such file here. So you must get a boolean value, true or false. So here in our case we should get a false value. And okay, false, we are getting a false. So that's so file user.csv file does not exist in our system, so we need to create it. Then we can add, view, and we can perform a lot of operation over the file. Similarly, we can check for expense file. I copy it, and you will also get here there is no such file, so you get a false. So first we need to create the file. So I will write a okay, first I delete if not os.path.exist. I am checking. I will write user. Okay, I write user file, and here os.path.exist. If it is give a false, not false means it will reverse flip the boolean value. If it will give a false, it means file does not exist. So not false means true. If true, then we to create the file. If it is a file exists already, so it is true. or not true means false, so it does not create a file again. Okay, so if it is given false, then we need to create a file. Then if condition become a true, when file does not exist. Okay, so I will write a with open, and I will write here file name, user file, and I will write a mode. Here I will write the write mode. Don't worry if you are not able to comprehend the open user file, how to write the file. Don't worry, I will cover in deep in upcoming lecture. Just understand, we are just writing the file, writing the files, and I will write I want there is no new line in our when we write a file, write a content in a file, so there is no new line. And I will write as file. Okay, after doing this, you will write you can you have to create a writer object equal csv dot writer. You create a writer object from file, then, and we need to also we need to create a field name, column name. So what I have to write, I need when I make a new file, so there must be a column name. We can easily comprehend what in column 1 what content are there. So I will write I need a username first, username, and their password. When they log in, so they will, okay, password. Here we will store the username and along with password. We will use separate library to convert the password in a non-human readable format, so that it will prevent the integrity of the data. Okay, similarly we will create a for a expense file. So I will write if not os, I copy it. Okay, I will write if not os dot path dot exist. Here we are checking if file does not exist, if block will be executed. I will write expense file, and if file does not exist, if block will be executed, then I will write open the file, create a new file. Okay, write mode means you are creating a here I write expense file, and write mode mean you are creating a file as well as you can write the content. There are different modes are there, append mode, read mode. Here I will write the write mode, and here also I want content, there is no new line. We don't want any space between the rows. And here I will write the file, and here I will write writer, create a writer object, then I will write a csv dot writer after, and I will write file. After that I have to create a column similar same as we have done in the user file. So I will write writer. Here we are making for the expense file, so I will write first username and then date when they have spent the money, and category. Okay, it is food item and fast food item, any book item, electronics item. And here you will write the what amount you have expend for buying this product. And I can also mention the description. Okay, uh, what is the about the product you have purchased. Okay, so if file does not exist, so it will create a new file where you will have this name. Okay, so I will run this, then you will see the okay, okay, yeah. Here you write row, and I will write okay, write row. Okay, I choose the wrong method, write row. So you have seen file as created. I will show you the file. First I minimize this. Okay, so first I will show you the expense file. In expense file, but there is no such content. Okay, I will check the user file as well. There is no content. Okay, I will check the what error is coming. Why this are not written. Okay, I have created a user file and write mode, and I write a new file, and okay, everything is right. Why is not? First I delete, I run again, delete, and delete the user file as well. Okay, and I run the file. Okay, everything is right. Okay, so I run again. So you will see the file will be created with the okay. So I check again. Yeah, file is created. Yeah, in a username, your in expense file, I will explain the file does not exist. So you will get a create a new files where we mention the column name, username, date, category, amount, and description. So you will see username, date, category, amount, and description. Within this column, we will write the username, date, category. We will add it. And similarly for user.csv files, you will have a username, password. So till now code is running, and you understood the how we can create the new file. Let's if a person add a new expense, so you can add the in a expense file. First, no, before adding a expense and viewing expense, first user must register in the in a application. So we need to write a function for registration. So I will write here. So we will create a new function, register user. So this function will register the person, and I will write the username. We need the username. Here I will write enter a new username, and okay, here, and if user enter with some space, so you need to remove the space. So we'll use the strip method that I discuss in the when I discussing the string. Strip, what they do, they are trying to removing the white space from the leading space and let trailing space, a space before the text and before the after text. And you also need a password when user register, which is used for authentication input. Here I will write enter a new password for a user. Okay, then you will mention here dot strip method you will use. Okay, Then I say we need to protect the password. So we need to convert the password in a non-human readable format. Okay, so for that I will use the hashlib library, uh, which is also inbuilt file like CSV and OS. So I will write hashlib. Okay, here first I will create a one function, define hash password. It convert the non-human readable format. Password, here I will write return the, so person write a password, it will convert into the non-human readable format. Then I will write hashlib dot. There are a lot of algorithm in the module, so you can use anyone. So I'm using it 256, and I will write password dot encode, and I will use hexadigest, that will convert into the non-human readable format. Okay, so here I will convert the password. That password we called as a hashed password, and we will convert the hash password. Okay, this one, and here I will write the password. Okay, so it will convert the password into a non-human readable format that is needed to protect the integrity of the data. And I have to check this user already has registered or not. If user has registered already, so they need to log in, not sign up. So need to check it first. So what will I do? So whatever data, where the data are saved for user in user.csv. So first I will open the file, then I will check it. So with open, we will open the file, user file, and I will write the mode read because we are reading, and make a file, and I will there is a reader object, will read the file csv.reader. It will read the file. In this file we need row. In row reader you will get the list of list. Each row are in a list. You have multiple rows, so you have a list of list. So we will access through the for loop, and I will check row and row exist or not, and check the first element. This is a row is a list, so you will get a first element is username. So I will check. Okay, username. If it is username, if username match, it means user exists already. They don't need to register, they have to sign in. So I will write the print statement to showcase the user. You have already registered, user already exist. Okay, try login in. Okay, the user will get the this message, and then I will return the thing. Okay, so we have handled the case. If user has already registered, so they have to log in, because we don't want the duplicates of user and password in a usb .csv file. So after checking, if user has done, like user is new user, so we need to create, we have to write it on the user.csv file. So I will open the file, user, then I will open it and append method. If I open this write method, write mode, it will remove the whatever content are there in the file already, so we need to append it. We don't need to change whatever content are already present in the file, so we need to use the append method. It will write as well as append them. If you use the write mode, it will remove whatever they are. So I will use the new line here because we don't want any space. Okay, new line. If you don't use new line, so it what will happen, it automatically default is you will get a space. We don't want a space, so I will write new line and as file. Okay, here I will create the writer object. Okay, and here I will write the content writer dot write row. Here I'll write the username as well as their hashed password. Okay, hashed password. And after doing this, so we will return the message. We will not use this in within the with, we will use after the with code. So I will write registration successful, registration successful, and please login. Okay, after that, and we will return nothing here. Okay, it will not give you anything. Done. You can also remove this return none, so there is no meaning of it. Okay, you can remove also. So what I will do, and I will first check it is working or not, before moving to write for authentication of user for login in. So I will write register user register user. Okay, I will call the function and I will run the code. Enter username. Suppose I write here John. Here write it John @123 password. Okay. Registration successful. Please login. First I check it is right or not. I also expense also user dot. Yeah, I will see here. You will see the username John and their corresponding password are converted into the non-human readable format. Okay, that is the use case of the using of hash library. If you don't use this library, if you keep it as John @123, it will lead to a lose of data, and this is not a best practice. You need to convert the password in a non-human readable format. Okay, it is working. For also we also check it it is giving error or not, when we register the same user. Okay, here I will write a John, their corresponding password. Yeah, user already exists, try login in. It is working. So we are checking only username. Okay, when we check user already registered or not, we can also use the password, but we are considering the username is unique. Okay, so it is working. Next function we have to make for authenticate the user. If user has registered, so we need to check a person has registered, so we need to log in it. Authenticate user registered. This means we are writing function for sign in or login. Define authenticate. Okay, authenticate user then I will create here same thing. I will copy it. Okay, okay, and I will check user are we are checking user are registered or not. We are matching. We are what we do, we will get a username password and we will match with the database of user.csv file return. If it is matched, so we say you have logged in it. So we will do our task like adding expense, removing the expense, and view the expense and see the analysis of that expense. Okay, so we are using writing function for login. So I will write user file and I will write a mode of read mode, because we will read just for checking user register or not file. Then I will make a reader object csv dot reader. Then I will write a row in reader. Okay, if row exists and row 0 username, and we also check it their password because we are signing user. I will write row 1. We will reader get a list of list. We will access the each list through read by using the for loop. In each list we have a username as well as password. In first index we have a username and second index we have a password, hashed password. Okay, if it is exist, so it means we will print a message. I will use f string here. Login successful. And welcome username. Okay, if, and I will also return some return username. Okay, if user, if it does not match it, what happen? So we will return a message invalid credential. Your password and username does not match, so you have to first register, then you will log in. So I will write please try again, please try again. Okay, then it return nothing. Okay, we did not get anything. First user have to register it. Okay, let's check it is working or not. Authenticate user. So I will check it first. I will check user exists. Okay, so I will use same. So I will check user authentication. I will check here John. First I will write the correct John at the rate 1 2 3. Okay, what happened? Okay, I have to write a file. I did mistake. Enter username John, their password, and login successful, welcome John. Okay, we return it. If we add a wrong, so what will happen? We are logging in this application. If we enter a wrong password or username, so what happen? We will check it. Here we will write like I write a Ram, and yeah, first I write a Johnny, Okay, ram, then I will write it password ram 123. Then you will see invalid credential, please try again. You have to try again. Okay, so if user has login in, then we will perform a lot of operation, like we add a expense in a expense.csv file. We can view the expense and we can analyze the expense. So let's make a function to add a expense. So the this is a functional approach. We will write a modular code which is reusable, easy to understand. We can expand it. Define add expense. You have to write the descriptive function name so that anyone can understand. Username, I will write date. So I have to write a date when user register the details of a item. So I have to from date time import date time. Okay, so this class we have imported from date time, so we will use the current date dot. Now we will get a current date as well as time. Then we have to change the date time format in a proper manner. Like first we have to change it string time, then we will use the format of y and use the month, and I will use d, and I will write the h, and then again I will write here, then again I will write. Okay, so you will get the this is a time format. You can choose any time format. I'm using just for simplicity, and this is the recommended time. You can use any time, any format you want. And I have to enter the category as well of a item you will add. Category means you are adding a purchasing item of which category. If you buy a laptop, so you have, so your category is electronic category. So I will write here enter category. A category, maybe I write some category food, shopping, and transport. Okay, and etc. You can also write main category here. I will use a strip to avoid the space, strip method. Then I will write the amount you expand in this category. Input, I will write here enter the amount. Okay, then I will use the dot strip method. After that I will write the description of a product. Okay, then I will write input. Here I will write enter description, and I will use a strip method. Okay, then this work is done. We have taken a category, amount, and description as well as time from a user. And first I have to check the amount should be in float, it should not be string. Okay, if amount is in a string format, like you have written an invalid amount, so we'll to check it first. If you don't check it, program will crash. So here I will use the try except block to check it, and if it is error, so it will does not crash the program. Try. Here I will check amount. First I convert amount, number, amount. If it is number, it can be converted. If amount is string format, it will not be converted. Like you have written something, name, yeah, any string, so it will not be converted. It will not be converted to the float. Here amount will be get in the string format. Like we have entered 23, so you get a string format that can be converted to float. That is okay. But if you enter, suppose you have entered the the in amount, so the cannot be converted into the float. That will lead to error. So here I will write except I raise a value error, and here I will write print invalid amount, and okay, please enter a numeric value. Okay, so you have done this task, and you can return something. And after doing, we have checked it, so we need to add this in the expense.csv file. So I will open the file expense, and I will open the mode is a append mode. Here I will add without any new line. Okay, new line. Here I will write as file, then I will write here writer csv dot writer file writer dot write rows. I will write the username and date, and I will enter the username. Okay, username, date, and category, amount, descriptions. Then I will write here print. Here I will message if your expense are added. Expense added successfully. Okay, so that part is done. So we have added the expense. Then I have to view the expense as well. So for view, I will write a different function, and user name here at df. I will use the panda. Panda is used for handling the data set that are the format of text in a tabular format, having rows and columns for manipulation, changing, adding, removing. You can perform many tasks with the pandas. So first I will import the panda. If you have not installed the panda, so you use the pip install panda. You have to use the pip install pandas in your terminal. You can get it. If you have already, so you don't need to do it. So I have to install the import the pandas as pd. Okay, as pd, want to align as a pd. We will read as a pd dot. Here I will write read csv. It will do the work very easily for us. It will read the expense file. Okay, yeah, it will read the expense file. Then I will write the user expense. We don't want to print out the username, because we don't, if user at login to, it will show the expense of that user, not the other user. So I will write here df and username. I'm accessing the username and checking it username. So what is happening here, you have data frame in the row format of rows and columns, and you access the username from that database, and you are comparing with the, checking with the username. If it is true, it will show that row. If it is not true, it will not show that row. So that is the case. So we will get a true for that username, so we will get a user expense. If user expense is empty, so what happen? So we need to also handle this situation. Dot empty so I will print the statement no expenses recorded yet. Okay, because user can view the expense without adding any expense, so we need to check also, and return nothing. We don't want code should run after that, that's why we are writing a return. If user has and I will write the else block na, where if user has some content, so we will showcase. So I will write the new line and I will write your expenses. Okay, then I will write new line. This n means backslash n you use for to creating a new line. Okay, before your expense as well as your expense, and will capital it. Okay, done. So I will print user expense. Then I will first see it if user add expense, so it work or not. Okay, first we add the some expense, then you check it. Okay, I will check here add expense. Okay, first we don't want the username in the expense, because we are viewing the expense for a particular user, so we don't want to name of that user, so I have to remove it. So I will write here date, I need date, and I need okay I will write here, so I will write here category, and I will write here amount, and I will write their description, then I will convert into a to string. Okay, we are just using them, so we are converting to a string. And I don't want the index. When you use a panda, so you will get an index number 0 1 2 3. I don't want the index number, false. Okay, let's see how it works now. I will add the expense, and I have to add the username as well, for which user you are adding. Okay, I will write here John. Okay, so I will run it. Then I want the view expense as well for a John. So I will see it what happened here. So we are adding expense for a John. First I check it, there's nothing expense. nothing in we have it John. So I have to add the category. uh, so I okay, I return a food. Spelling mistake I did. Okay, here. So I will write here food. Yeah, I will write here electronics category. Electronics. Okay. Amount 1000. So here I write a mouse. Okay, and you will see expense added successfully, and I'm also seeing their view. Then we are getting a expense viewing through the like date we have, category we have, as well as amount and description. Okay, so it is working. Now if I print out only user expense, so you will also see the username, but we don't want, because we are accessing the for a John, so we don't want the name of the John. Okay, so after that we have to analyze the expense as well. So I will write the analyze expense. In this analyze we are trying to see the how many amount we have expand over the different categories. Here I will write df.pd dot read csv. Here I will write the expense file, and I will write the user expense. So I copy the, because I want for that user. Okay, if user is empty, okay, I think we don't need the, because we are just viewing, so we don't need to edit here. I will return. Okay, if empty, so it should return something, and I will, and if it is not empty, so what we have to do it, user expense. I will add their amount. After that we will first pd dot to numeric. We are converting into the numeric form. We are converting the amount in a numeric form. So I will write here user expense amount into numeric format. After that I have to grouping them, because if you have buy a laptop, mouse, any other electronic item in a electronic category, so I want to see how many money I have expend over the for a electronic category. So I need to do some operation. What will I do? I will add them. Okay, so I will write a category summary, no? And so user dot group by is a method in a panda group by. So I am grouping through category, and I am getting the their amount and dot sum. Okay, that is okay till now. We will get a sum of item that are purchased for a particular category. Then I will print out the expense summary by category, and then I will print the summary. Done. And I also want the plot for that. In x-axis I want the category name, and in y-axis I want the how many amount I have expand for a particular category. Plotting will help you to visualize the content in a good manner. So for plotting I will use the Matplotlib, very famous Python library. I will use it. You don't need to go into deep, just use some function matplotlib dot py plot as plt. Okay, then I will write plot. Then I want a which kind of bar, I want a bar chart. Then I want color. I'm writing a sky blue. Then I want a age color. Different functionality are there, you can play with around. Here I will write a black. Then I have to give a title name, lot of things, like I write fast expense breakdown. Okay, okay, expense breakdown. For a particular user. So I will get a username here. Okay, and I will write their x label, x, what should be the label for a x-axis, x label. Then I will write here category. Then I will write for y label total amount spent, total amount spent. Okay, then okay, and then I will write plt dot so the plot. Okay, so we have add, remove, add, view, and analyze the expense. We have created files, we have authenticated a user as well as register the user. So write a main function that will combine all of the functionality. So I will write the define main, and here I will write print the name of the application. So I will write welcome to personal expense tracker. Okay, after doing this thing I will use the because I have user will add a number of category as well as their description and amount. So I have to run this in the for loop. But which loop should I use, for loop or while loop? But I don't know user how many times they will add, view, and analyze the expense. So for loop will not work. So I will use the while loop because it is independent of iteration, non iteration. So I will use the for loop while true. I will use the true condition true. Then I will write here, I will write the one dot register. If user want to register, so you use the one print two dot. I will if user want to login, so use a two. If user want to exit, so they can use the three. Okay, and I will take a choice in a choice variable. Here I will write input, enter your choice. Okay, enter your choice. Then I have to use the strip method to remove the white and white space before and after text, and I have to write if choice equal to 1. Okay, whatever input function keyword will give the in a string format, so I have to write the 1 here, because user will enter the choice here, 1 2 3. If they want to register, they will use the 1. If they want to log in, it will use the 2. If they want to exit out from this application, they use the 3. So they will get in the string format. So if choice 1, so here I will call the register user, so that become easy. We have written this the code written for already. If user want to log in, then I will write a authenticate user. Okay, I have to write user name, and authenticate user will give you a some return value. I will show you authenticate user. Here you will get return username if you have to if password as well as username match. If does not match, it will give you none. Okay, so if it is username present, so I will go into do some task. If person and login it, so I will run again loop, again second loop, because we don't know how many times user want to add or not. Here I will write what task we want, print. Then I will write expense tracker menu for I will write username. I will write here. Okay, I use the capital here. Okay, I will copy this and I will write. Okay, I have to change here one dot. If you want to add a expense, add expense and view expense. And if you want to analyze the expense, and if you want to log out because you have a login, then I will write a for dot log out. Then here I will write user choice I will copy this. It is same. User will enter their choice, and then I have to call each and every one. If user choice, I copy this. I will write if user choice 1, we have to add. So I will call the add expense username. Okay, then elif if user choice is 2, so here we will write a view the expense. I will write a username. Okay, if your choice is 3, so here you have to write a analyze expense with a username. Okay, and because 3 function will take a username for a particular user you are performing a task, that's why we need to take a username. and here you will see we are taking username, then we'll write it. Then after if you want to log out, so I will use elif. The choice is 4, so I will write print logged log out successfully. Okay, else, and I have to log out, so we have to break the log. We use the break keyword. Okay, then I will write print if user enters some other one other than 1 2 3 4, so we will mention that this is an invalid choice, so please try again. Okay, okay, then so this is for this is for when we write when user authenticate, when person login. If person want to in initial stage they register and login, if they want to exit, so I have to write a, here I have written a elif. Okay, I have to check elif. Okay, because I have to check here, done. Then here I have to write the elif. Here I will write choice is 3. 3 means here exit, you want to exit out, so I will write 3, and I will write print, then I will write some like goodbye, and then I can write some keyword, stay financially smart, and after that if user enters some other one other than 1 2 3, we need to handle also this. Then I will write print invalid choice, please enter a number, please enter a number between 1 to 3. Okay, then main function is done, it is will do work well, and I have to write this name, and I will write main, then I will call the main function. So here we have done first, I will explain again. Then first new user came, first they will register. After registering the user, this register user function will be called, they will register user into the user.csv file. Then after register they will authenticate the user, they will log in. After login they can perform auto task, add expense, view expense, and analyze expense. If they want to exit it, they can writing a choice 3, so they will exit. In the add expense you will, okay, I have to write a break statement here, because then it will break the loop. Okay, in the add expense we have to enter 1 2 3. If it is different from that, if so invalid choice, please try again. So I will write here. Okay, so let's check this app. Okay, I will run it. Okay, first I check the user. Okay, expense also the electronics. Okay, electronics, then John. Okay, so first I log in. So I will write there username. Okay, okay, I will write John. Okay, and so I have to enter their password. So you will see then this loop will run. Username, because it's authenticate, login successful, John, expense tracker menu for John. So what you want, I want to add one more item. I will add one. So enter category. I will use the electronics category. So and the amount, so I write 10,000. Suppose I buy a tablet. You can write a description very long. Okay, play expense added successfully. Suppose I want to view the expense, so I will write 2. Okay, then I will see. So this loop will continue again because I write 2. So expense then again running, because there is no such there, it will run again. If you want to exit out, you have to use a 4. Okay, first it go 2, then so the expense, then again move to here, condition true, then again print out this. Okay, so here you will see electronics category, their time, as well as mouse, tablet. Okay, uh, I want to analyze the expense, so I will write 3. So here you will see. Okay, okay, here I did a panda has no attribute read. I have to check it, where I in this function first see the pre.csv line number 90. Okay, line number, okay, read csv. Okay, then again run the code. So you can see the expense are added. Okay, so I will log in it, and I enter the username, then enter the I want to analyze the expense. Okay, 3. So you will see okay, you will see the enter your choice 3, when then it will show the category like electronics item, you have spent a 11,000 rupees. I will see the expend.csv. Okay, it is showing you when you know add it 10,000 or 1,000, you will get a 11,000. So it is working well, and you also see the some graph also. Okay, and if you want to log out, so you can log out using the 4. Okay, so so you log out. I will show you here. So I add the expense, view the expense, analyze the expense. You log out. So I enter 4. If I enter 4, it will break the loop. Only this loop will break, and this will only stop. So after this loop stop, it will goes to the here. It's so true. So then it run again. You see, it run again. Register, login, exit. So what you want? If I write 3, then it will stop the loop. So you can add the any number of users. You can add any number of category and their description and amount. You can get a better analysis, as well as you can add and view the expense. So congratulations, you have built a personal expense tracker application that you can use your in your resume. And uh, so in this project I saw how we can leverage the while loop, csv file, if as conditions. Here you are saying and I also use the how function are returning something, authenticate a user, so we'll get some value. We have to know adding a expense, view expense, and we using a break keyword. So I use many concept. And thank you so much everyone. If you have any doubt, so please leave them in comment section. I will add this minus project1.py file in a description of that video. So thank you so much everyone. See you in next lecture.